Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister Wives, Janelle shocks fans with her attitude toward Cody. Sister Wives, Janelle Brown shows compassion. The latest Sister Wives episode showcased Janelle Brown's incredible strength and compassion during one of the toughest episodes from this show that we've ever seen. As the tragic events with Garrison Brown unfolded, Janelle never pointed fingers at Cody Brown or condemned him for his estrangement from Garrison. Instead, Janelle focused on Garrison's last days and how she and his siblings tried to help her son before he tragically took his own life. In contrast, it was evident that Cody, like many others who suffer from guilt following the suicide of a loved one, struggled during the most recent episode of Sister Wives. Cody's comments were very different from Janelle's. When talking to Robin, we saw Cody try to explain some of his own behavior with his kids, including Garrison. Cody Brown bounced his grief off Robin Brown. During this heartbreaking Sister Wives episode, Cody told Robin that he never meant things to turn out like this. And Cody thought he'd have plenty of time to make things right with Garrison. Cody is still haunted by the fact that he was prevented from repairing fences. Meanwhile, Janelle's focus in the aftermath of Garrison's death was on her other children, especially Gabriel Brown, who found Garrison dead and made the heartbreaking call to Janelle. We also learned on this episode how Maddie Brown Brush and her husband, Caleb Brush, became a much-needed support system for Janelle. And it turns out, Maddie and Caleb were also trying to help Garrison in the days before his death. Maddie looked into the Sister Wives camera and said that she and Caleb almost got Garrison to come to them in North Carolina. Maddie wanted Garrison to move there, but then time ran out. Sister Wives, Janelle talks about Garrison's struggle. Cody talks about his own struggle. Before that awful day, Janelle rallied Garrison's siblings to be a support system for him. She and her children were all aware that Garrison was struggling. Not only did Janelle text Garrison several times a day, but so did his Sister Wives siblings, like Gabe, Maddie, and Logan Brown. Then, when it came to Cody, viewers could see that he struggled to talk about Garrison's death. Cody seemed to struggle to find the words to say. He told Robin that he bombards himself with so many what-ifs, like what if he had spent more time with Garrison. However, Cody also told Robin others told him not to fall prey to that what-if type of thinking. But Cody said to Robin on the latest Sister Wives episode that he will continue to do it, as it is part of his grieving process for him. But most of all, it keeps a connection going for him with Garrison. Janelle kept negativity at bay. Janelle Brown said in past Sister Wives episodes how heartbroken and angry her kids were over Cody's lack of contact and how he just stepped out of their lives. So, Janelle's very sadly aware of what Cody wrestles with today because he'd fallen out of touch with Garrison before he died. But Janelle didn't use this against Cody as they individually work through their grief over losing Garrison. This makes many Sister Wives viewers applaud Janelle for not adding to Cody's grief. Many fans chimed in to agree with how Janelle handled it, saying, no matter how awful Cody might have been to his kids in the past, it is not appropriate to blame his estrangement with Garrison for what happened. Sister Wives, no need to add to Cody's grief. Sister Wives viewers watched in shock as Mary Brown found out about Garrison's death live on camera while filming a confessional segment. Cody called to personally deliver the news to Mary and she just happened to be taping. Mary's face was immediately filled with deep sorrow and pain as she listened to Cody's call. Sister Wives fans noticed Christine and Mary's visceral reaction to the horrific news of Garrison's suicide. It reminded fans of the closeness Mary and Christine felt to all the children in the family. Robin came into the family about 15 years into Cody's plural marriage. She was not there for the childhoods of the older kids, including Garrison. So, some of the kids never really embraced Robin as one of the shared moms. Who is Robin Brown to Cody's kids? Sister Wives fans debated on social media whether if Cody also doesn't see Robin as a mom to his older kids either, although Cody pushed Robin as another mother figure in the early years. This brings us to what else he said in the episode about Garrison's death. Cody told Robin, I want to bring my boy home, when talking about where they should bury Garrison. Home to Cody is Wyoming. He wanted to lay Garrison to rest with Grandma Cheryl, who, if you don't recall, is Janelle's mom. But fans caught that Cody didn't say "our boy" when talking to Robin. By the sister-wives patriarch saying "my" instead of "our boy," it seems to show he does not consider Robin one of Garrison's mothers like Mary, Christine, and Janelle. Sister-wives, Robin and Cody act differently than his 3 ex-wives. The viewers of Sister Wives noticed that Robin was solely focused on soothing Cody. In the meantime, Mary and Christine behaved very similarly to Garrison's biological mother, Janelle. Mary instantly ran to Cody's house once she found out Garrison took his life, to comfort Gwendolyn. Then Mary also reached out to Janelle to be by her side at this dark time. Their co-parent instincts kicked in while Robin reacted as a wife. But again, what Sister Wives viewers seemed to notice most of all was Janelle's grace after losing Garrison. Despite Cody's estrangement from Garrison at the time of his death, Janelle never blamed Cody. There are some viewers out there commenting on social media, blaming Cody for Garrison's troubles. During the pandemic and beyond, Cody was harsh towards his sons on Sister Wives. But Janelle isn't laying into him, and if she has any negative thoughts about how Cody's rejection might have affected their son, she's not said so on camera or on social media. This was a difficult episode to watch and a low point for the Brown family. What they've gone through losing Garrison is unimaginable. How Janelle Brown has been a rock during the Sister Wives Garrison Brown tragedy. The Sister Wives episode from last week was brutal. The Brown family discussed Garrison Brown's unimaginable loss in a candid and heartfelt manner. For years, loyal fans have watched the family go through trials and tribulations, but no one saw this tragedy coming. The polygamous family let TLC cameras film them when they were at their most vulnerable. Janelle Brown, like always, was the rock that kept her family holding it all together. Janelle Brown discusses her grief over Garrison Brown. Janelle was open as fans watched her recount the horrible moment she got the call that her beloved son had passed away. But as the first anniversary came and went, the mother of 6 has been able to process her grief in ways the Sister Wives fans find incredibly honorable. After Sunday's episode aired, she took to her Instagram to share some words of thanks with followers. It's taken a while to accept the fact that, in the end, we did everything we could. Sometimes the mind convinces someone there's no hope, even when all the evidence says otherwise, shared the TLC star. Being in Flagstaff this past week brought a deep awareness of how much I need this new chapter, somewhere different. Everywhere I looked, I could see traces of Garrison. As fans learned during the episode, Garrison had been struggling since COVID-19. According to Janelle, he would have incidents of heavy drinking, which often led to blackouts. She told fans, "I'm so thankful for all of my children, and especially for my grandbabies, they are truly life-giving. And because of my faith, I know I'll be reunited with Garrison one day. I am greatly reassured by that assurance." Janelle Brown opened up about Garrison Brown's final day. The Sister Wives episode revealed more to fans than they ever expected. Janelle, with the help of her daughter, Maddie Brown, spoke about Garrison's final hours on Earth. According to Janelle, she and her son had been texting all day long. And this was not unusual because he and I talked probably 3 times a day. I knew he was struggling, referencing Garrison's struggles with anxiety and depression. And I always just picked up the phone, and I always make it a point to just talk to him. Janelle continued as she recalled that her and Garrison's last chat wasn't an uncommon interaction, sharing, "It was just, I think he needed the connection." Sister Wives fans learned that at that moment in time, Janelle wasn't worried when Garrison stopped responding, as he had been heavily drinking. She told cameras, he would go through periods where he was really good and then he just would have a binge just as part of the cycle. She was aware that Hunter Brown and Logan Brown had agreed to check on him before she went to bed. Sadly, the next morning, she learned Garrison had committed suicide. Janelle Brown showed immense grace toward Cody Brown. "I know most Sister Wives fans are standing with metaphorical pitchforks and torches as they really dislike Cody Brown." However, Janelle didn't say one unkind word about her ex-husband. Instead, both worked out plans at the funeral home and agreed to bury their sweet boy at the family plot in Wyoming. Janelle tearfully shared, "Cody and I decided that we would cremate him. I knew that's what he wanted, so we did that. In this way, we are able to hold the funeral at a more favorable time of year. Both agreed that he loved it there. So it felt appropriate. Cody concurred with his previous wife. He told cameras, "I remember sitting there with Janelle, and I was just going, hey, I really just want to take my boy home. And so I said, let's take him back to Wyoming, and let's bury him next to Grandma Cheryl. We just totally agreed that would be the right thing." Many blame Cody as they believe he was a big part of Garrison's misery. The father and son had a major falling out over the patriarch's COVID-19 rules. At one point, Cody even tried to kick his son out of Janelle's home. The mother of 6 has always been a strong pillar within the family. And even after losing her son, she is still determined to be the bright light for the rest of her children. In one of the most emotionally raw and devastating episodes of Sister Wives, Janelle Brown revealed a side of herself that viewers hadn't fully seen before. In the wake of the tragic loss of her son, Garrison Brown, fans witnessed a calm, compassionate, and surprisingly forgiving Janelle, especially toward her ex-husband, Cody Brown. Janelle's attitude shocked many loyal fans, not because she lacked emotion, but because she refused to place blame or lash out in a moment that would have justified both. This essay explores the layers of Janelle's response and why her attitude toward Cody left such a deep impression on viewers. Janelle Brown shows compassion. The episode that addressed Garrison's death was unlike anything previously seen on Sister Wives. Grief hung heavy in every frame, but Janelle's strength and grace became a focal point. As fans expected her to break down or unleash her anger on Cody for being estranged from Garrison, Janelle instead took a different approach. She chose to focus on her son's life, his struggles, and how his siblings tried to help him. In doing so, Janelle demonstrated an extraordinary emotional maturity. Janelle explained that she and the kids were in constant contact with Garrison before his passing. She had created a net of love and support that included siblings like Gabe, Maddie, and Logan. All of them were trying to help Garrison through his struggle, which makes the loss all the more tragic. While her heart was shattered, she didn't channel her pain into bitterness. That in itself was a testament to her character. Cody Brown bounced his grief off Robin Brown. Meanwhile, viewers watched as Cody tried to work through his guilt by talking to Robin Brown. In many ways, Cody seemed lost. His grief was loud, verbal, and riddled with what-ifs. He confessed to Robin that he thought he had time to fix things with Garrison. This thought now haunted him. He spoke of the ways others tried to comfort him, encouraging him not to spiral into guilt, but he admitted he couldn't help it. Cody's comments on the show revealed a man consumed by regret. But what stood out was the fact that he spoke more about his own grief than about Garrison's pain. That contrast made Janelle's silence about Cody's shortcomings even more powerful. While Cody was talking through his remorse, Janelle was standing tall, taking care of her other children, and reflecting on Garrison's life with dignity. Janelle prioritizes her children. What made Janelle's behavior so remarkable was that she immediately directed her energy toward her surviving children, especially Gabriel Brown. Gabe was the one who found Garrison, and the trauma of that moment will likely remain with him for the rest of his life. Janelle's maternal instincts were razor-sharp. Rather than use the spotlight to vent about Cody's absentee parenting, she made sure her surviving kids knew they were loved and supported. Maddie and her husband, Caleb Brush, also played a critical role in this family tragedy. Maddie disclosed to the audience that they had nearly convinced Garrison to move to North Carolina to live with them. That revelation was especially heartbreaking. They had tried to save him. They were so close. Janelle rallied her children not to lay blame, not to look backward in anger, but to cherish the time they had with Garrison. Her refusal to escalate the already heavy emotional load by blaming Cody resonated deeply with fans. Cody's struggle to express emotion. One of the most painful moments in the episode was watching Cody struggle to speak about Garrison. He stammered, paused, and often couldn't find the right words. His mourning was messy and unfiltered. He seemed to be desperately trying to understand his role in the family's tragedy while leaning on Robin for validation and comfort. Cody confessed to Robin that he was filled with questions. What if he had reached out more? What if he had mended the broken ties earlier? Despite others warning him against dwelling on hypotheticals, Cody said he would continue to ask those questions because they kept him connected to his son. These scenes further highlighted the growing emotional chasm between Cody and his older children. But once again, Janelle didn't use this moment to lash out.